So approximately 1:15, 1:20 p.m. I noticed that Cadbury, I always watch his bowel movements. It was kind of like a rusty color coming out. And I thought, well, and he had just taken a pee. He couldn't wait to get out of the car to take a pee. And then we walked around the block. We got halfway around the building, not very far away, and he squats to pee. Then I see him do it again. And then we walk around a corner, and it's bright red. So I gotta head to the emergency room right now. I'll get him checked in, and then I'll get a cup from them and take him out to pee, and I'll catch some of the red urine if they need a specimen. So we came out of the house to get into the car to go to the vet about 3 or 4 minutes ago, about 1:33 p.m. and he went out to the grass to take another pee, and yep, rusty color and then straight red, piss and blood. So it's 2:15 p.m. 1:15 p.m. Cadbury began to pee a rusty color. A few moments later, it was bright red, and then he did it 2 or 3 more times. He also pooped twice out on that session, I think, and yeah, and so it's 2:15 now. It's within the hour. I got him here very quickly, and I have to collect a sample now. He's still peeing blood. I just gave him some more water. There's a parking lot full of cars here. They're overwhelmed here at the Petty-R. They're talking about triage, which I think is surgery. Yeah. He's not showing any signs of it hurting or stinging when he pees. I think he's peed about 6 or 7 times now. Within the hour. Within actually 45 minutes. Well, you mad you're not the star of the show today? Huh? Huh? What? So it is now like 4:37 p.m. and we're still waiting at the vet. We got here at like 2. I just took him out. It was about an hour and 15 minutes or something like that since he last peed. I took him out and he peed clear for a few seconds, and then we took a few steps and he peed blood, and then we went across the parking lot. He peed again, and this was in like 4 pees. The first one clear, the other 3 with blood, within like 3 minutes. So he's like trying to urinate, just squeezing out. And when he emptied his tank, we started to see the blood, but when it was full, it was clear. Then he took a poop and struggled for quite a bit, and then he finally got it out. That's where we're at right now. Still waiting. 5:48 p.m. Is that what time it is? 5:48 p.m. We went back out to go pee. The last time we went out was 4:33. He took a pee right away. As soon as he gets to the grass, he pees. It wasn't really bad until the very last squirt. And then, what time is it now? By 5:51, 5:52, which was just a few minutes, he had peed like 3 or 4 more times. I think he peed 5 times, plus the big time in the beginning. So within just a few minutes, I don't know if it's bugging him and he just squeezes out a little bit more blood, but it's very bright at the end. And I've been sitting out here so long, I'm worried about him bleeding to death. Dying, like my grandma. Alright, so we've been seen by the doctor. It is like 8:30 p.m. Sunday night, and it appears that he has rods in his urine, which is a bacteria, I think. There's rods and something else that they see in the urine. They found rods. Skipper had rods in his ear infection when his culture came back. He had enrofloxacin, or enrofloxacin, something like that, and enrofloxacin, yeah. And he had to take that for a couple weeks to cure his ear. That's what we're doing for Cadbury now. So just to capture this for Cadbury's medical attention, I took him to go. He peed in the house yesterday 3 times. And I had taken him out. When I came home for lunch, he'd already peed in the house. I went back to work, came back, he peed again. So now it's after work, I take him out, come back in, I'm making him dinner. He pees again about an hour later after me taking him out. So we go for a walk. And from 8:10 p.m. to 8:45 p.m., he peed 11 or 12 times. And we just walked around the property where I live. And then he took 4 poops. And that's all I have to say. Just documenting. So it's Wednesday, 6:30 a.m. on the 25th of June. And this all started Sunday at 1:15 on the 22nd of June. And it's amazing how much energy goes into owning a dog. If you don't have the energy or the time or the money to have a dog, don't get a dog. Because they'll start sucking thousands of dollars out of you. The amount of time I spend walking with them. I'm not like the owner that comes home, does his things, and I really don't have the time to invest like that. I need to focus on other things. I guess that's all I have is time, right? All of us. We choose how we divvy it up, and some of us feel like we have no choice of how we use our time because of the slave world we live in, the bills and all that stuff. But it really does take a lot of time and effort. So if you don't want disrupted days in your life, don't get a dog, because now you have to take care of something else. Or if you haven't had a kid yet, it's worse, because you got to take them to work, daycare, school, bring them home, all that stuff. And when they're sick, you miss work. So anyway, that's it for right now.